Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your friend Gare here with another video for you today. This time we're going to go back to another collection video. This is one I've really been looking forward to doing, so I want to thank Courtney for giving me, I guess, the nudge to get this done. And that is going to be my PlayStation 1 collection. And this is a system I have a lot of fond memories of and a lot of love for a lot of reasons, really. This is about the time I started getting into hardcore gaming back in the day. This is when like the horror survival games were getting big with like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. And then this is by far, undeniably, the golden age of RPGs. I don't think anybody can really deny that. You had Squaresoft just pumping them out left and right. Really lots of great creativity going on. You had other great companies like Working Design and Atlas and just tons of other companies that were just really doing well at the time. Another reason why I really like the system is, as you guys know, I talk about all the time, the long box variants. I absolutely love these things. And I've told the story before, so I apologize if you've heard it a million times, but basically when the PS1 came out, I really wanted it, but we couldn't afford it at the time. And I remember seeing these long boxes. You know, this isn't anything special, but there's just something really cool about them. I remember seeing them at the game store, and I just thought they were so cool. They were so much different than any other cases I had seen before. And so that's one of the reasons I really like them. The other thing is just, I mean, they're unique. They really are. They're cool as hell. And that's really about it. So we'll kind of do like we did last time. I'll grab the camera. We'll kind of swing around, go row by row. I'll talk about any games that stand out, something that really meant a lot to me, something, if there's a game I want to talk about, we'll do that. But otherwise, we'll kind of fly through it like last time. And then we'll wrap this up. Okay, guys, so here we are. Again, just like last time, I'm using the microphone on my phone, so it's really not going to sound the greatest, but we'll kind of make do here. So we'll go ahead and start over here. This is really the only boxed PlayStation 1 that I have. This is the original one, the big old fat mama. I've had this one for quite a while. Really happy to have it. It's absolutely complete. Got everything in there, but I really don't play that one very much. It's too bulky. So there's that. Here is the Time Crisis Gun Con, which is really cool. I was really glad to get this. I would desperately love to get this complete in a box. That's another thing I'd like to get is all the Time Crisis games in the big boxes. But very cool. I'm glad to have that. And then, of course, everyone's got to have one of these, the PS1 Mini. I mean, I don't really play much on the PS1 just because it's got a really very slow load time, but if I were to use one, it would definitely be this one just because it's so much smaller. I'd really like to get one in the box someday, but I just can't seem to come across one for a decent price. Next up, okay, we're going to move on to probably well, I don't know, I can't pick a favorite. I just love this system so much. But the long boxes, this is one of my pride and joys. I don't have a whole heck of a lot for it, and as much as I talk about it, you guys are probably expecting me to have a lot more. So if that's the case, I apologize, but I'm really happy with what I have so far. And I definitely have a ways to go, but... so like I said, we'll kind of go through these. I'll call out any that really stand out, but... Resident Evil. This one is really cool, if I can point at the right one. Very happy to have this. My buddy Bill Benton hooked me up with it. Just awesome cover art. I absolutely adore the crap out of it. So, Bill, if you're watching, man, thank you again for that trade. I really appreciate that. Let's see... And then, of course, in one of my last pickup videos, I talked about this. Techmo World Golf. This is a really quite rare / uncommon game, which is really kind of hard to believe because I know it's a sports game. But if you look it up, yeah, it's really hard to find. This is one of the kind of crowned jewel pieces for the long box collection. So very happy to own that. And then, of course, one of my other favorites in the collection, the Doom that I just got not too long ago. So awesome. I love this box. It's just amazing. So there's that. Now this one, man, when Mortal Kombat 3 came out back in the day when it was in arcades, this was like, I think this was the first long box that I had seen at the time, and I wanted it so bad because I probably spent like $20 a week at the arcade playing this stupid game. But like I said, we couldn't afford a PlayStation, and so that was the only way I could do it. If you took all the quarters I spent on the arcade, I probably could have bought one. But that's just not how things worked back then. But yeah, really cool. That's a really cool long box to have. So that's it as far as those go. Like I said, it's not too big right now, but I'm working on it. And then we'll swing over here, and these are all in alphabetical order, so we'll just kind of start going down the line. First one, let's see, there's a Lundra, really good RPG. I just got that not too long ago. Arc the Lad Collection, really cool. I remember seeing that when it first came out and I wanted it, just never could afford it, never did buy it. So I was really happy to finally get that. Brave Fencer Musashi, really, really awesome RPG. Chris, thank you so much again for trading that to me, man. I was so happy to get that one back. That was one of my favorites when it first came out. Chrono Cross, man, I'm a little ashamed to say I haven't really played through it. I am absolutely smitten by Chrono Trigger. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but this, I don't know, I guess I'm so scared it's not going to live up to my own hype, you know, of what it should be, I guess. Everybody talks about how amazing it is, but I just haven't given it the time of day, which I really need to. Diablo, another one of my favorite series of all time. That's actually a pretty hard game to come by, and it's pretty pricey, which is really weird. But it's really fun. You can actually do multiplayer on it. My friends and I used to have like sleepovers and do it all the time. It was really fun. Digimon World, I haven't really played those, but those are pretty pricey as well. Dino Crisis is a really awesome game. It's a lot like Resident Evil with the tank mechanics, but really, really fun series. I love it. There is the original Doom. Got some Dragon Ball Z imports. When I was like in 8th grade back in, what was it, like 1999-ish, I imported, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, and it was so cool because we didn't have any Dragon Ball Z games here at the time. So my friends and I played it. It was so much fun. It just sucked because we didn't obviously know Japanese, so it was kind of hard. Dragon Warrior 7, I've never played it, but it's really, really good. Really good to have in the collection. I was really happy to get that. Duke Nukem, classic series, really cheesy. It's a lot of fun. Final Doom, that's a game I'm actually playing right now on the PC, and it's one of the hardest games I've ever frickin' played. It's a nightmare. But it's addictive, I can't stop. So the Final Fantasy series, I can't go wrong there. I absolutely love those. I don't have it over here because I've got it over in my Final Fantasy shrine. But Final Fantasy VII was really the game that got me into RPGs, and that's when I kind of spiraled out of control with it after that. 8 was really good too. It just, nothing could live up to 7 after I played it, so it's one of those things, but still a really, really great series. Grandia, I never played it myself. My friend would always come stay the night, and we'd always stay up all night playing games, and he would always, you know, grind, but it looked like a lot of fun. Let's see. Katia, The World of Fate, I haven't played it, but looks really interesting as well. Legend of Dragoon, that was a game I played a lot of back in the day too. I never got to finish it, but to this day, I can't remember the guy's name, the one that goes, Harpoon, whenever you attack. Every time I see this, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, because it's, oh god, it drove me crazy. Legend of Legaia is one of my all-time favorite RPGs as well. It's got a really unique system where you do button combinations to do it. It was just really interesting. I actually liked it so much. Man, I'm struggling to remember the main character's name, but I started dyeing my hair blue in high school because of him. Didn't look nearly as cool, but I thought it was pretty cool at the time. The Lunar Series, man, I'm so happy to have these. Kind of like Arc the Lad, when these came out in stores, I saw these big boxes, and I wanted them so, so bad. But anytime my mom would buy me a game, it always had to be in the bargain bin, so I never got those, so I was so happy to finally add those. Mega Man, I don't have a whole lot for the PS1. I don't really have a whole lot of Mega Man games, period, but those are always good to have. Metal Gear Solid was the first game I ever bought for my PlayStation. I actually bought it with my PlayStation the summer I got it. I worked my ass off all summer, bought it, and man, I think I played it for like 6 straight days. My mom, she didn't really see me much, but such an amazing game. I wish, yeah, I really need to get the GameCube version. It's very hard to find. Focus. Parasite Eve. That's another really great RPG. Come on, focus. Really, really great. It's just a mixture of RPG and survival horror. It's really great. That was another game I put a lot of time into. I haven't played the second one or the third. I'd really like to, but yeah, the first one was just amazing, amazing game. Resident Evil. Just, you know, that is the epitome of survival horror. Just amazing games. I haven't played the third one, sadly, but I really need to. Rhapsody is another RPG for the system that I'm glad to have, but I've never played, and I really don't know much about it. Rival Schools, that one, I mean, it's a pricey game. I've never played it, and I don't know much about it. But my friend Chris, he was really nice to trade that to me, so thanks again, man. RPG Maker. When that came out back, I think it was in like the late 90s, it seemed like a really cool idea. I had all these crazy ideas of these RPG games I was going to make. I never ended up buying it, so I never got to do it, but it just, I don't know, it seemed like a really cool idea. I don't know if they ever turned out very well, but... Saga Frontier, haven't played those. Silent Hill, I'm so embarrassed to say, I've played pretty much all of them except for the first, so I really need to correct that and play it sometime. As you guys know, these old PlayStation 1 games, as good as they are so horrible on the eyes, especially if you play it on an HD TV. So what I tend to do is emulate these, so that way they look nicer. They're not quite as atrocious. Star Ocean was another really good RPG I used to absolutely love. Sadly, I never really played the Spyro games very much. I just never... I guess I thought it was kiddie when it came out, but... Street Fighter, have to have those. Suikoden, I haven't played the first one, but... Siphon Filter, awesome series. I need to get the other two. That was another game I put hours and hours into. Tales of Destiny. If you guys remember my pickup video when I got that, I was so stoked to finally get it complete. When I first bought it back in like 2000, I did some like mail-in order thing you got like in GameStop or some game magazine, and it doesn't tell you what you're getting. You just pay for it, they send it to you. I got the disc only, which sucked, but man, I played that over and over, and that's like one of the few games I've held on to all these years. So I was finally able to get it complete and was really happy about it. Haven't played the second one, but again, that's another one I really need to play. Tomba 2, very happy to have that one as well. Again, my friend Chris really hooked me up with that one, so thank you. Tony Hawk, oh my god, another series I played over and over. They were just so much fun, they had fantastic music. I haven't played them in forever, but god, I used to love them. I think the last one I played was Tony Hawk Underground 2. Vagrant Story is another one I've heard is good, I haven't played it. Vanguard Bandits, really cool to get that. I love the how the colors change on it and everything, really cool. Okay, last row here, I know I'm talking an awful lot. Let's see, Stupid Glare. I don't think there's anything too exciting. Wild Arms and I didn't play the original one, but the second one was really cool. Never did beat it though. That was my problem as a kid, and I still have that problem. I have ADD so bad. I'll get into a game for like 5-10 hours, I'll see a shiny object, and I'm on to another game. Let's see. And then the last one here, this is a really cool item. I'll pull it up here. This is the Final Fantasy collection. This is an import from Japan. And I remember there was a gaming magazine I used to get that would show imports. That's how I got the Dragon Ball GT one. This was really cool. This was when I was like balls deep in Final Fantasy VII. Saw this, I had to have it. It's, I forget what's in it. I would open it and look. I think it's like Final Fantasy 4 and 5. But it's just a really cool piece. It's not something you see very often. So yeah, guys, that is my entire PlayStation 1 collection. I'm trying to make sure, I'm kind of looking around the game room to make sure I didn't forget anything. I did that with my PS Vita collection. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, guys. Like I said, one of the systems I'm very proud of. Put a lot of time, money, and effort into. And I just absolutely love it. It's just a really great system. Lots and lots of big name games I still need to get, but I'll get there eventually. So yeah, guys, there it is. If you guys have any comments, questions about what I have, if there's something I skipped over that you think I should have talked about, let me know for sure. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So if you guys have any suggestions, requests, or anything like that for the next video, please let me know. I'm more than happy to take requests because I can't ever decide these on my own. So thank you guys as always for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.